We ride together, we die together. We some petty bitches, boo. We holding it down, we straighten the crowns, petty bitches, and we coming to you. We ride together, we die together. We some petty bitches, boo. We holding it down, we straighten the crown, petty bitches, and we coming to you.
Your voice, you throw your voice, as they like to say.
Did you ever do diaphragm exercise?
No, never in my life.
Theater?
No.
From here?
No.
Diaphragm.
I might have done it when I did chorus.
Yeah,
in
you would have
middle
done it in
school,
chorus.
but I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I just remember like when I was younger having a lisp, so I had to go to speech therapy.
You had a lisp?
A little bit, yeah.
Really?
She doesn't have it anymore.
No, it's
No,
not.
yeah, no. I
I
only
can't even say lisp.
lisps.
Lisp.
I just can't say words. Like I have a hard time speaking.
I'm talking in general.
Oh, way to have a podcast.
I mean, you hear me try to say things all the time. There are certain words that I just can't say.
Yeah, you struggle.
I struggle a
It
lot.
makes me happy.
Makes you happy, rude.
It's the small things in life.
Talking is hard. I'm just saying, it's very hard.
It is. Oh my god, it's so hard.
Hard
First world problems. Just be mute. How about you take a vow of silence and
Fuck
see?
that. That's
see how
never
it
gonna
is.
happen.
That would actually be a different turn. You could do a mute podcast.
Oh,
What would a
That
mute?
would make you stick out.
it'd probably be like an AI. We just look at the camera.
And mouth the words.
Yeah.
What
People
the
can
fuck
figure
is
it out
a
themselves.
mute podcast?
Or just like sign language.
When you have a podcast, you don't have to stick out in a certain way. That's gonna be your thing.
The mute podcast.
But not everybody watches the podcast, so that
It's
Just go with it.
it's funny.
Just go with it,
It's a
Estelle.
joke.
My God.
I ruin everything.
You ruin every punchline, Jesus. Well, welcome back to the PAB Podcast, and get it together.
I'm a horrible person.
To-
Every time.
Today we are going to, first let's introduce Natalie.
Our Nat.
Our Natty Boo.
Yes, we have a guest this week.
Yes.
Natalie is our travel guru. Although we
love
haven't
it.
been traveling that much, but this year we are, so cheers to that.
Amen. And it's, COVID. It's a little harder with COVID. That did not stop Natalie, but it's a little harder with COVID.
Nothing ever stops Natalie.
Yes,
No,
facts.
It's been difficult, but there's a way to make it through despite everything that's happening. Right
Oh,
now.
for sure.
Facts, absolutely.
For sure.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Just first off, just make sure that you follow us at the PAB Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on. See, I have problems saying subscribe sometimes. Sorry.
Just in general.
Hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Also ring the bell, and also don't forget to subscribe to our Apple Podcast channel and our SoundCloud. Sorry.
Yes.
I had to be an infomercial for a second.
Amen. No, that's good. We get it out of the way.
Get it out
And then
there.
we have podcast fun. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Natalie, you've known Natalie longer than I have. But
And yeah, we've known each other for a minute.
yeah.
Apparently, I was mean to Natalie too.
You're mean to everybody.
I remember it was one of my first times at the radio station. I was working in social media, and I distinctly remember you coming up to me being like, "Stop telling me to post. It's time for my station," and I literally just cried. Who is this girl telling me? And I'm 22 at the time, so I didn't know anything. And then eventually Estelle decided she liked me, and then we became friends.
Yeah, we were dressed up as a hot dog and bologna.
That was the first
Or no,
time.
the shark. She was a shark.
She was
and I
the
a
left shark, yeah.
bologna.
But that was the first time I saw. Damn, it took you that long?
Well, Natalie hadn't been there that long.
I was
Oh, well,
also
she did.
so young compared to everyone else. I feel like I kind of stuck out like a sore thumb.
I feel like I met you both around the same time.
No, I think I met her a year later than you. Because if she was 22, I started at the station at 23. And Natalie is like a few months old. Yeah, you're a few months older than me.
Yeah. But I remember meeting you, and then I don't think we met until.
Well, we met at that Halloween thingy.
What was the commercial that we were shooting?
Exactly. Oh, yes, that's what it is. That
It
Halloween.
was-
We
it
were
was-
dressed up,
it was
so in my head I
April.
correlate.
We were all dressed up as this one's a shark. It was right after Katy
You were like a
Perry with the
bologna.
left shark. You were the left shark. I was bologna.
And I was like Yeah, I had my cheetah onesie. Because
Yeah,
I was an
that's
intern
right.
at the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so-
we were being snotty to one another.
Yes, and Natalie was just like, what is
Who are these
happening?
people? So mean. All I want to do is do my job and go home, and yeah, it just kind of snowballed from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
I think
for
that was
sure.
the day that we became friends.
Yeah, then I was like, okay, wait, she took a picture with me. Are we cool now? Are we friends?
That's 21st century. Well, that's what, 20?
We're cool now. She took a picture.
Amen.
That's
Yes.
no, when people start taking like pictures of you, that's when you know you're like, all right, we're in a good place. Maybe we'll be best friends in the future, but right now, who knows?
Who knows?
You know what we did?
It's
We
all
did,
in
one of my
here.
best
no, I
friends.
consider you both like
Yes.
both of my best friends.
Yes,
Honestly.
for
Like,
sure.
just all the things that we've been through, just in our careers and our lives.
Lives.
Yes.
You know, we've all been through a lot together, and it's been like at least like 6 years of friendship,
Yeah,
maybe more.
I feel so old.
You know.
you are. It's okay. It's okay. There's no shame. No shame at all.
I'm gonna kill you and Ashley at one point. The other night we went to dinner and they were both like, "Oh, you're a cougar, so you're a cougar," and I'm like, "Fuck both of you."
I mean, we were right. Well, you
No.
missed Cougar Status by 1 year.
Okay.
1 year.
counts.
Okay, that's what I
And it's
said.
more than 1
No,
year.
you missed it by 1 year.
No.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, so Natalie is here because Natalie is our travel guru.
Yes.
She is also starting her own
Blog.
traveling blog.
I am, and I'm, you know, one of my goals for 2021 was to finally, you know, bite the bullet and launch my website.
Yes.
And I've been so nervous about it, and because, I don't know, it's kind of like you get imposter syndrome. You're like, am
Yeah.
I really the one that
Yes.
should be talking about this?
Trust.
Are people even really going to care?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, you just can't worry about those
Exactly.
things. You just have to do.
I do feel like that with our podcast.
Absolutely.
Like,
that was one of those, especially for me, one of those big things that I had to get over. Because I know you wanted
I wanted
a
very
career in radio.
I did. I very much wanted a career in radio. I also wanted to be like an MTV video VJ. Like I
Yeah.
wanted to be on Hero. That was like my all time. Yes, I wanted to be Carson Daly. But like when we started this, like I wanted to have like a very conversational thing. Like I
Yeah.
didn't want to have like, oh, we're gonna do this, and this, and we have to do this, and this. Like I wanted to be very relaxed because I
Yeah.
feel like that's also kind of our personalities.
Right.
But like we also felt like we need to talk about real things
Right.
while we're doing it. So who cares if people watch this? Well, we
Exactly.
care, but
we care.
we
Subscribe.
care.
Like and
Subscribe.
subscribe.
But like at the same time, even if it's slow growing, we're
Yes.
you know
It's
people
our
do care.
baby.
It is.
I think that's the way to look at it is like, I see it as it's my passion project. You know, I have my career, I have like what I do on
Right.
a daily basis to make my income and like to make me like satisfied in what I'm doing. But this is kind of just something just for me, you know,
Right.
like whether there's income that comes from it, I really don't care because
Exactly.
it's
I think
my
that's how we
personal
feel about this
experiences.
with this podcast. I think it's the exact
Yeah.
same way we feel.
No, I mean that's how you have to go into anything that you really like, that you're passionate about. You do it for yourself, and if people follow or if they like it and if they relate to it, then even better. But like we've said multiple times, this is like a therapy.
It is.
So like I'm sure blogging is the exact like just writing
You need to
everything
feel
down.
like put all your feels into
Yeah.
it. you know?
Yeah, and you know, it's a way for me, to get out all my thoughts and feelings, but it's also, you know, maybe it could be something in the future.
Exactly.
I've always wanted to do something to help people, and I think, you know, advertising, which is what I do day to day, is I absolutely love.
All of us.
Yeah.
to do it. I love it, but you know, this is something like if people want to travel at a young age and they just don't know like where to start or they don't know how to save money, you know, I did it and
Yeah.
I'm still doing it. So it's like, why can't I help the next person
Exactly.
get to that level? Because, you know, like the way I look at it, we're on this planet for a reason, right? I don't think we're on this planet to work
Oh,
Oh yeah.
for
Hell
our
no.
entire lives. So
Absolutely.
you have to do something that you love, and I think travel is one of those things. You know, if you want to do it at this age, you got to do it now.
for sure. And I think for me, like just watching you do it and wanting to do it myself, I always like ask you or like text you. I'm like, Natalie, what should I do? So you're my own personal like travel agent.
Well, it's funny because everyone gets in their own head and they're like, 10 o'clock at night searching the internet, like, I want to go on a trip.
That's literally what we've been doing.
But that's when I get your text messages. And I'm like, okay, she must be like thinking about going somewhere. Okay, because I've received it before from other people too.
Yeah.
It's like 11 o'clock at night, and they're like, hey, so remember that trip you went on? I think I'm looking to do the same thing. And I'm like, yeah, come on. Like,
Amen.
you,
Absolutely.
But we all reach a point where after, working a long day, like, is there more? Is there something else out there for me? Like, the whole point of my blog and the whole point of what I do is that there is more out there.
Facts.
How do you, like, do your research of, like, what's a great price of, like, picking hotels, where to go? Like, that,
Yes.
I feel like you go so deep into it. Like, I feel like you need to be a travel agent, almost, not even doing digital advertising.
It's funny because, look, I'm a big advocate of solo traveling. I think that's incredible. But you also have to be realistic. I'm a 28-year-old woman. I don't really want to go to certain places by myself.
Right.
So instead of doing that and planning trips all by myself, I actually go through travel companies. Okay. There are many different groups of travel agencies that plan the trips for you, and all you have to do is put down a deposit and you show up.
Amen.
And
It's like sandals, sorry.
Yeah.
All
No, it
inclusive,
is like
everything.
sandals.
Yeah, so like there are the trips that I've gone on where I've planned everything that I love and it's fantastic. But then there's also opportunities for people who don't want to plan, and you can just go through a company. And I think what I've done with group travel is I've met some of my like best friends through the trip. They provide everything for you. You get a tour guide. You get to go anywhere that you want, but you also have like a schedule. So when I'm thinking about a trip, I usually will go and look at those websites, and like everyone has sales during the year. Thanksgiving and Black Friday is a huge time for purchasing trips. It's also a really good time to book anything like flights or hotels in general if you are looking to plan a trip by yourself.
Okay.
But I usually, just from experience, I've been on those trips before, so I know like what companies, like I know which company is more like, okay, I'm gonna go and this is gonna be like a party scene. Or what company is gonna be more like, okay, this is about the history of the place, so I can decide from there what I'm feeling, what I want to learn when I'm in this new place, and where I want to go from there.
And like, I know my biggest thing is budgeting, and like, where do you start? Like the first, before even looking, like what down payment do you think of?
Or how do you even like manage to save money? Maybe that's another good question.
Yeah, so my dad's an accountant, so I have saving in my blood.
Yeah.
I will always squirrel away all the money that I make. And I blow
Smart lady.
it here
But
and
that's
there.
smart
That's
though.
so smart. I wish I had
I
that.
wish I
had that
am
gene.
getting a little bit better at that, but I think
It's just having a goal. Like if I know a trip is going to be, around $4,000, like okay, if I start planning this trip a year out, what's 4,000 divided by 12 months?
Okay.
And then you just kind of work backwards into it, and then okay, well, my 9 to 5 only provides me like this much income a month. Like what can I do on the side to kind of
earn
bring in
extra
some
money.
extra stuff? So like, and there's so many options out there.
Yeah.
Like you can babysit, you can dog sit, you can start your own business, you can freelance. Like there's so many ways to make money that people like, you kind of have to like swallow your pride and just do it.
Amen. Uber.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Uber, there's so many things that you can do. I mean, I remember when I was working at the radio station and I had planned my big, Europe trip. I did Europe for 5 weeks and struggling to put the money together.
amazing Instagram photos.
Yes.
Facts. Oh my God.
That kind of like what spiraled me out of control. But I like, when you have something in your head and you know that you want to do it, you will do everything to make it happen, and the universe notices that, and the universe will give you like certain ways to earn extra money. Like I remember I was working, and then I was also doing like babysitting, and I was also freelancing, and I was doing all these other things, and just randomly like an extra paycheck would come in the mail, or like randomly like I don't know. So I would get an account. Like I wasn't even an account manager at the time, but like my old managers would be like, "Hey, like why don't you try this account on yourself? It's an extra X, Y, and Z a month." So when you open yourself up to the possibilities and you say, "Hey, like this is what I'm going to do. It's going to happen. It's happening. I feel it happening." The universe kind of opens up for you.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. So like for me, I want to do what you did, that 5-week trip. When you were talking, I was like, damn. And then when you got back and I was like, God damn. But
we were all like watching your Instagram.
Amen.
Like, look at Natalie doing this. Look at this bitch doing that. Like
I like honestly, I just kind of woke up one day and I was like, I'm 24. Like, you know, I'm young and I found this trip and this is what I want to do and I'm going to do it. And, you know, if my company isn't cool with it and I have to quit, then
fuck it.
So be it.
You know, and it was to this day the best decision I've ever made was going on that trip.
I agree. Like, you came back a different
And we gave her a
being.
great kickoff because that was like my 28th birthday.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I forgot when you fell.
Yeah.
All right, I wasn't trying to bring all that up.
It was hilarious.
No, that
But
was
we-
good.
yeah.
That was so
I had your
fun.
scissors for 5 weeks.
Yeah, and those weren't my scissors. Those were my
You're like, can I have those back?
It's like, where are the scissors? And I was like, someone might have them. She was like, what?
It was a crazy week.
Yeah.
It was a crazy night. Yeah.
Because you literally left like 2 days later.
I know.
Yeah,
I
that was
know.
good. That was definitely
A
that
nice
whole
bon
period.
voyage.
Yes. So
See, I
like,
said that fine. Sorry.
God.
I'm on my
too bad that's not even your first language.
Like,
But you did say it perfectly. Good on you, girl. Good on you. So like, what is your biggest number one advice you would give to like first time travelers?
do it now.
Okay.
You know, the further you get in your career and the further you get like in life in general, like soon, you know, we're probably gonna be getting married and have kids. Like, I mean, if anyone decides,
I like
to,
how we're both like,
I mean, we're
whatever.
like,
Like,
whoever decides to marry me, I mean, we'll see. But you know, we're getting,
you're gonna get married, Natalie. Please.
We're all like, sure.
No, you are. Trust me.
But the further you get in your career, it's
Yeah.
like you have to do the things that you want to do now. Like
Right.
if you have that desire to go to Australia, if you like know you want to go see Bali, like start planning now. You know,
Facts.
get your ducks in a row and get it planned. Stop sitting on it because the longer you wait, I mean, we're not getting any younger.
Fact.
Like,
I don't know about y'all.
True.
I'm staying 30. What are you talking about?
Okay.
What is some advice though traveling through COVID? Like I know that like when I went to Jamaica, like I had to give away my firstborn child to go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Like what are your advice on that? Because I know a lot of people are still very scared to get on planes, to do anything, to even leave the country. Like even to go here
Down
in
the
America.
road.
Yeah, down the road. So what's your advice on that?
So COVID is kind of crazy because the places I usually go are, you know, outside of the country.
Yeah.
You know, like Europe was my place, and I actually had Egypt planned for September of 2020, and I of course had to move it.
Right.
So I think, you know, the places that you can go, like go and do it, but just obviously be smart and just, you know, like I stayed pretty much in our country. Like
Yeah.
here, you know, I did Austin, I did Charleston, but other than that, just it was very hard to get out there, and I used that time to kind of build the blog. But for people that are considering traveling, I mean, I would say just be safe, you know, comply with whatever their policies are, and, you know, we really don't know what the future holds. So if there's a place that you really want to go right now, just go and do it and just be safe.
Take the risk.
Take the risk.
So I think before we end, like, what's your biggest
Like your dream.
vacation?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I want to go to Australia so bad, but I want to do it. I want to do like 2 months in Australia. Like
Okay.
I just want to go there and
Damn, 2 months? I mean, it sounds amazing.
Honestly though, like I've always said, if I won the lottery, like I just quit my job and
Hell
take a year off just to travel the world.
Yeah, for sure.
And probably spend like 2 weeks to a month in some certain
Each,
place.
yeah.
right. Well, that was kind of like I'm 28 now, and my plan was like my 30th birthday, which is like my birthday was last week. It was in January.
Happy belated birthday, Natalie!
My plan was on my 30th birthday,
Yeah.
I would go and travel for a year, and I would do a different place each month. So I still have that dream. I still have that desire. But of
I'm gonna
course,
miss you though.
I know, but it's just a year, like whatever. Like,
Yeah.
A lot
We'll live
happens in a
vicariously.
year.
Maybe we can meet up somewhere.
Well, that's the thing. It's
true.
an
Yeah.
opportunity for people, like
And
if
come
there's
visit you.
a place on my itinerary that you see you like are interested in meeting me at, like we can do that. But of course, you know, you never know what the world is going to throw at you.
Yeah.
Facts.
But COVID is a bitch.
Thank you, COVID,
Yeah,
and
thanks for ruining
elections,
everything.
and
So
Sorry.
No. Finish what you're going to say.
I want to say one positive thing about COVID is that you are able to appreciate what's in your own backyard. So I know a lot of people right now are taking like trips, like they're going hiking, they're seeing the mountains, you know, they're going to see family. I think that can be just as beautiful as, you know, going to Australia or going, you know, to Europe. I think if COVID's taught us anything, it's to appreciate what you have. So if you want to take a trip down the street,
amen.
It should feel just as satisfying.
Facts. I believe that. And what's your dream vacation?
My dream vacation, I actually want to travel Italy. I think I want to go back to the land of my people. I also like being gluten-free. I want to like go and see if I can eat pasta there because like our food here is so genetically modified. And I want to go see if I can eat the pasta there. But I also want to go to a bunch of wineries over there. I'm a huge wino. Everybody knows this. But I want to go see my people. I want to go see where my grandfather came from. I just want to go see my people.
They do have gluten-free pasta in Italy.
I know. I'm sure they do. But my thing is like because of that's a whole nother topic, but because our food here in America is so genetically modified, and that's why people have such bad food allergies, that I feel like if I go back to like my homeland, that I won't have that problem.
Yeah.
I may be wrong. If you know if I'm wrong or not, please let me know.
They use such fresh, natural ingredients over there, and you honestly do feel better.
Yeah.
Like the 5 weeks I was there, I put on a little bit of weight, but it was like I felt better.
Yeah.
And you're walking everywhere, so you're working out kind of more physical.
Yeah, definitely.
But I definitely want to go see wine country over there.
Amen.
Sorry.
Amen.
I think that's one of my other goals in life is to own a winery.
That would be fun.
That would be so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely. You'd see me like there every weekend.
Okay, just supporting your business.
Love that.
What's your dream vacation?
Right now, I want to go to Korea. Yeah. I want to go to Korea so bad.
I'm not surprised by that.
No, you shouldn't be. I'm on this Korean kick where I'm in love with the television, the music, the movies, the people, like traditions. I want to go there. And they have a beautiful country. So it's really, and the crazy thing is it's so small. When I saw it on a map, I was like, damn, you are not big at all.
No, it's not.
But like they have such like rolling hills and countryside, and I'm just like, I want to go. Korea, Japan, and then Africa.
I want to go to Africa too.
Yes.
That's in, like I think my second place. Like I want to go on safaris. I want to see hippos live in action. Sorry, I love hippos. If anybody knows me, I love hippos.
Yes.
I want to go see that.
I want to see a cheetah. I want to see a
You're
cheetah.
gonna die if you see a cheetah.
Hey, that's how I die.
You know that you're more.
Hey, whatever.
Listen, you know you're more likely to die of a hippo than get struck by lightning.
That's
2,700 people die every
people
year
are
from a hippo. And then, like, I think, like, 5 people die a year or something like that. Like, the numbers are so ridiculous.
Where do they even, like, get
Human
into
stupidity.
that situation?
Well,
Human
because,
stupidity.
like, there's people that take their, like, boats out in the Nile River where the hippos are, and they don't realize that the hippos are very vicious.
And
which is why-
territorial.
They're very territorial, but they're very protective of, like, their kids, and I think that's why I relate to them so much.
like, I'll kill you.
Your perspective of your kids.
Well, not my kids, but
Your
like
family
my family, friends, and but I'm very like mean on the outside. Like, don't fuck with me. Like,
I can see that. I don't think I'd ever put myself in a situation where I die from a hippo. But
You don't have human stupidity. That's a good
well,
look.
first off, like if I see a hippo, like I want it over there,
Amen.
and then
True.
like me.
safely distanced away.
Amen.
Or if it's like Fiona the hippo that's at the zoo, like
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. All her babies.
Okay.
I just want to snuggle with her. Like I just. Sorry.
And Nat, what is something? Cause wait, when is your website launching?
So it's actually launching tomorrow.
Oh,
Because,
Yeah.
so funny story, you know, I've been sitting on this site, like I said, for a little bit. You know, it's your baby. You want it to be perfect. You want it to be beautiful when it goes out. And I've been sitting on it for so long that when you guys asked me to be on your podcast, I texted my web developer and I was like, all right,
It's
we
time.
gotta do it. We gotta set it
Watch.
live. And, you know, I'm so nervous, but I'm also so excited because I feel like this is just gonna be another thing just to take off. And you know, whether people read it, great. If they don't, that's fine. It's still gonna be an outlet. So.
But it's also like a thing, like you said that you were gonna do, and you're gonna check it off your list. And I think that's a
Exactly.
very important.
It's a goal. So I hope, you know, if like people do see help from it and they like it and enjoy it, I that would just make me the happiest person.
Amen. So 2 things, because we post on Tuesday, her site will go live on the 17th, which is Sunday. So it'll have been live for 2 days, if I did that. I struggle with math. and then second off, what can people expect from your blog? Like, what will be there?
So it's a lot of personal experiences. I'm also adding in a lot of like tips and tricks to, you know, how do you ask your boss for, you know, a few weeks off to travel?
Oh, that's actually very important.
Yes.
How do you, because I had to live through that. It's absolutely terrifying.
Absolutely.
It's so scary. But
oh my God.
Then anything from, you know, how to pack. I packed all of my stuff in a carry-on for my 5-week trip. So like, I know there's a lot of people that can't do that. But
I'm like thinking about my Nashville trip and I'm like, I need to carry on and I'm
right?
like,
for a weekend sleepover to a family member's house, I will pack a carry-on.
Yeah, so minimalistic traveling tips, and then, you know, just personal experiences. Like I said before, you know, you go through a different kind of level of yourself when you travel. So whether it be travel friendships, travel romances, like this is just going to be tips and tricks to help you through everything and to do what you really want
also
to do.
the like adventure of your life.
It's been beautiful, and I just hope that, you know, things go back to normal so everyone else can experience
Absolutely.
it.
But like you said, you can travel in your own backyard, and I'm sure you're going to have advice on that too.
Yeah,
and like,
I'm planning some stuff for this year.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we also need to go to that winery that's in your backyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tampa, here we come.
Yes, we could all go on a trip to Tampa.
Let's go.
Listen, I want to go to that winery. I'm so serious
We can
about
go.
that.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
You already know I'm done.
I know.
Anything with wine, I'm good.
We just want wine.
Yes. That's literally, there's wine there? Okay, we'll go.
Day drunk? I'm there.
All about day drink. Never mind, not really. Sometimes you gotta pace yourself.
Facts.
But
Yes.
All right, so guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you follow us at the PAB Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as TikTok now. Woohoo!
Yay.
We're still slacking at that. You can pick on us for that as well. But also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Apple and SoundCloud podcast channels as well.
Yeah.
And then you can follow me at Deshaka.
And me at Ariel.Hardy.
And then you can follow Natalie at hers. So you're going to tell yours.
So it's at Rich with Adventures.
Yeah.
So my last name is Rich, so I'm going to help you be rich with life as well.
Yeah, she's a rich
And what's
bitch.
your website's name?
richwithadventures.com.
Nice.
She's a
But
rich
to make it
bitch.
consistent.
Facts. Amen.
Consistency.
Yes.
All right, it's all going to be below, so if you need to know how to spell it. 'cause
It'll
I
be
know
in the
my name.
description box,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that too.
And comment below your dream vacation that you want to
I
take.
want to know that. And
Yeah.
here's to 2021 travel trip.
Yes,
Thank you guys so much
cheers.
for having
Thank
me.
you,
Oh,
Nat.
anytime.
You're amazing.
We love
as
you guys.
always.
Mwah.
Mwah.